Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a very, very special event. Today we're here to honor a man who's loved and respected by everyone who knows him. A great friend, a great husband, and a great father.
Sounds like a eulogy.
A man who's successful in not just one, but several fields. Unfortunately, that man couldn't make it here today. Instead, we're honoring this schmuck. This is definitely a new loaf for the Friars Club. We must really need the money to let this putz in here. Let that set the tone for the rest of the afternoon. Let me warn you, if you haven't already guessed, you're going to hear a lot of rough language today. A lot of F-bombs, a lot of scatological references, sexual references, and that's just from the Gerstman family. His parents are here, and I understand they talk like that. There's a great tradition here in the Friars Club where we state we only roast the ones we love. Well, in your case, Brad, we're going to make an exception. I can't tell you what a great honor and a pleasure it is for me to be here today, mostly because I was brought up not to lie. The truth is, I almost wasn't able to make it here today, Brad. I had a very tough choice to make. It was a toss-up between coming here to honor Brad or having the air checked in my tires. It's very close. Showing up anywhere to honor a guy like Brad Gerstman is a lot like signing up for penis reduction surgery. It makes absolutely no sense. No one could ever understand it. So how can I convey to you the excitement I feel being here to honor Brad Gerstman? The only thing I could compare it to is the excitement I feel being told I had to exchange hairstyles with Larry David. And not from a guy that looks like if Phil Spector fucked Elton John, right? The people have differing opinions of Brad. Some people say he's obnoxious and aggressive. And on the other hand, others say he's a phony, backstabbing bastard who never said a sincere word in his life. But not me, because I would never say things like that, because I don't like to talk badly about people. Brad has a very commanding presence. That's because he commands everyone to do exactly what he says. However, I know Brad Gerstman to be a very generous man. Very generous man and a very giving man. As a matter of fact, just before the party, I walked into the men's room, caught him giving some guy a hand job. And I'm not saying he's gay, not that there's anything wrong with that, but anyone who puts on such a macho persona has to be gay. And even if he isn't, theoretically he should be gay, because he's the perfect combination of a prick and an asshole. Let me put it this way. Brad Gerstman is a lot like the face cards in a deck of cards. During the day, he's a jack of all trades and a king among men. It's at night that he turns into a queen. Brad is the only man I know who can spend all day shopping, just like a woman. He tries to be so manly, but he has so many feminine traits. It literally takes him 2 hours to get ready in the morning. Well, he has to make sure his pocket square matches whatever gun he chooses to carry. This is a man who wears a suit on the beach. When he wears a bathing suit, it's in 3 pieces and comes with a vest. In Brad's early days, nice places like the Friars Club didn't even let him in. That's how he became known as a lobbyist. Most places usually ask him to wait in the lobby. But Brad has made a name for himself in 3 different fields. As an attorney, a lobbyist, and a communication specialist. And what that name is schmuck. Now you mention Brad Gerstman's name to anyone in his field, and you'll always hear the same thing. Who the fuck is Brad Gerstman? that spans all levels of government and encompasses pertinent figures from both sides of the political spectrum, which only means he'll take money from anybody. This man has no values. A lot of people don't know this, but when Brad finally found his true path and went into law, he gave up a very promising career as a notary public. His company is called Gotham Government Relations. Relations meaning he's fucking the government. Let's just say that Brad Gerstman is to the world of law what the great Luciano Pavarotti was to the world of pole vaulting. What the legendary Isaac Stern was to the world of porno films. That's what this man, Brad Gerstman, is to the world of law. What the late Andre the Giant was to the world of figure skating. What Danny DeVito is to the world of basketball. I think you get the picture. But one thing about Brad, he does work hard though. Everyone says that. People who have worked for him say he does the work of two men. Laurel and Hardy. He's also a great schmoozer who loves people, so he prides himself on his great connections. He's got a lot of influence. Like one night recently, a friend of his got stopped for speeding. One call from Brad, and they changed the charge to murder. Great connection. He's always had a very juvenile sense of humor. Even in law school, he would open a classroom door while the class was in session, grab another student and literally throw him into the room. He thought that was funny. And he would do it now too if he could. That's why the firm tries to keep him from going to court. This man is uncontrollable. He's uncontrollable. But on the plus side, those who know him know that Brad is a very patient man. Very patient man. He's been known to wait a full 30 seconds before blowing up if you don't return his text right away. Yeah, that's when you start receiving a barrage of text messages saying, hello? Hello? Are you there? Hello? He fucking tortures people and drives them into submission. That's how he wins his cases. He doesn't try them in court, he tries them on his cell phone. He texts people on the other side until they just give up. He's not only a litigator, he's a fucking alligator. This man is a beast. And he's a man of many opposites. A very warm, kind-hearted man who'll threaten to beat the living shit out of you at any particular moment. If he could, he would literally challenge his opponents to a physical fight. Like Game of Thrones, a fight to the death. That's why he studies boxing. Brad Gerstman would literally love to settle his cases in the octagon. He thrives on confrontation, but he's a man of many contrasts. Surprisingly, he has a very gentle manner on the phone. When he threatens to beat someone up, he holds the phone with his pinky out. Like the true gentleman that he is. Brad likes to be catered to. He not only has one driver, he has two. One is not enough for him. Just in case one can't make it, he has another one on hold. God forbid he should have to drive himself someplace. The only thing he drives is everyone crazy. Personally, I think Brad would have been happy being a cop. Or being in the mafia. Or maybe just being a dirty cop. There wasn't enough money in that for him. Then he wrote the book, What Men Want. Because before he met Cheryl, he considered himself something of a player. He and Chris Pizzo and Rich Seldes, the three stooges of dating, wrote a book that was like The Rules Was for Women, but from a man's point of view. Now, Brad's specialty was the section he wrote on the perfect blowjob. And it took him several years to develop his technique. Using Chris and Rich as his movement. As a matter of fact, thanks to Brad, 3 women actually moved out of his neighborhood. Thank God he finally met Cheryl, because his taste in women before her was not that good. I saw a picture of one of them. I don't want to be mean, but she had hind legs. Cheryl is definitely the best looking girl he ever went out with. Unfortunately, they have great looking kids. Thank God she cheated on him. Brad is never satisfied. He always wants something better than what he has. He's still pissed that his wedding was not at the plaza. And Brad is also, he's very involved in Jewish causes. Very involved in it. He even keeps a mezuzah over his door. Not because he's so religious, but because he's very polite. Just in case a pogrom breaks out in the middle of the night, he doesn't want anyone accidentally disturbing his Gentile neighbors. Well, I think it's obvious to everyone here that a man with the talents of a Brad Gerstman comes along only once every few minutes. So in closing, I think it's safe to say that this will be an afternoon that Brad will remember till at least 11 or 12 o'clock tonight. Happy birthday, Brad, and believe it or not, we really do love you. And now you're going to get a chance to hear from some of Brad's honored guests.